All right, so I got I want to talk about this thing that happened with Charlie. I think that any of you that are watching this probably already know what happened. This is not a video that's going to go into great detail about what happened. Um, this is more about where do we go from here. So, first off, I want to just say that my condolences go out to his wife and his kids. I mean, I couldn't imagine the hardship that they're going through right now. That this person was that took his life and took him away from them. And this is going to be a devastating and a long journey for them, and their lives will never be the same. Uh, that's probably you know the most devastating part about this whole thing. I'd also like to say about Charlie Kirk himself. I don't know that if we were in the same room together debating about things, if we would agree 100% on everything. But I will say that uh, and I think that sometimes he probably could have come at things a little bit more in a loving way, but I will definitely say that I never disagreed with anything that I saw in any of his videos. I think that he was a truth teller. I think that what he was doing was actually a really good thing, trying to open dialogue between people and getting the truth out there. But ultimately, the devil doesn't want that out there, and people, we've seen it over and over again in history. I mean, I'm sure you know all the names. You don't need me to remind you. Um, People start telling the truth and too much of it, and then somebody does away with them. It's just an unfortunate thing about the world that we live in today. So, yesterday I got done working. Um, my phone was about dead. I picked up my phone. I saw the news all over my social media, and I saw one video of the incident happen. And immediately after that, my phone died. I put it on the charger, and I was headed to Bible study, so I didn't really know much about it. And went to Bible study, and during that time, uh, we said, well, we need to be praying for his family. And at the same time, I said, well, we also need to be praying for the person that committed this horrible crime, praying blessings over him. And nobody said anything, but I could tell that it probably wasn't the most popular opinion. And I need to make this video about why I think that, uh, just so it doesn't bother me all day. Um, First, I want to tell, you know, I had a big problem with retaliation, um, self defense, like where I stood with that once I became a Christian. It was just a few months ago. I was presented with the thing of like somebody did somebody wrong, so should I go and handle that situation for that person? And I turned to my Bible because I grew up in a place, I grew up in a lifestyle that if you know that somebody's harmed somebody else, you go find that person and you deal with them. And through doing a little bit of research in my Bible and stuff, I think it's in Leviticus, I saw where the law talks about if somebody breaks into your home at night and you kill them, that's okay. Uh, if they break into your house during the daytime and you can see what's going on and you still do that, that's not okay. Um, and at first I didn't know exactly what that meant, and I come to realize that in confusion, in a confusing moment, um, if there's no other choice and you're being attacked, it is okay. It's expected for you to protect yourself, protect your family, protect your friends. But if you can see all the pieces to the puzzle and there is other ways out, retaliation is not the way that we're called to go. And on top of that, or very early in my walk with Christ, I had some people that I just couldn't stand. And I asked about, what do I do with these people that I just cannot stand? And I was told to pray blessings over those people. And I thought, man, that is crazy. But I come to realize that that's what the Bible calls us to do. And I got a couple scriptures here, and I read out of the Christian Standard Bible, the CSB. Romans 12:17, Paul tells us, do not repay anyone evil for evil. Give careful thought to do what was honorable in everyone's eyes. In 1 Peter 3:9, it says, not paying back evil for evil or insult for insult, but on the contrary, give a blessing, since you were called for this, so that you may inherit a blessing. It's like forgiveness is for us. It's not for the person that did you wrong. If you I talked to somebody at church when I was at church last night, and we talked about this. And if you let that evil get into your heart and let you have negative feelings, because I mean, I was there. I wanted to be mad at this person that did it, or the opposing party, or there was somebody that I wanted to be upset with. And then, after talking to this guy at church last night, it's like you let that into your heart, and that's going to hurt you. It's not doing anything to that other person. It's not going to help the situation. Uh, it's you're allowing for that situation and for that spirit to seal your joy. Um, what does Jesus tell us? Jesus tells us in Matthew 5:44. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. And then again in Luke 6:28, bless those who curse you, pray for those who mistreat you. Um, you can't let the devil win. If you got anger in you through this whole deal, if it created division in you, that was his plan. That's why he used whatever demonic force or evil spirit that it was that possessed this person to do that. Um, his plan worked. If we let this break us down, if we let this hurt us in a way that it separates us and creates division in us. Uh, Again in Romans 12:14, bless those who persecute you, bless and do not curse. Um, I just hope that somebody sees this and it helps them to understand a little bit better. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect by any means, because I get it. I wanted to be mad. But I try to rely on what I've learned in the Bible and the truth that I've learned. And uh, it tells me not to let it consume me. It tells me not to get angry over it, and uh, love your enemy. Love your brother as yourself. Love your enemy. We're not called to be quick to anger, right? So I just hope that this will give you something to meditate on, and help you process this a little bit differently, and help you process this a little bit better. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. But I just wanted to get that out there so I could go on about my day and not be consumed with these thoughts all day. This way I'll be able to let it go, and hopefully it'll help you out a little bit. And like I always say here at Garage Ministries, we're just trying to help you live a little bit better life.